What's up everyone, it's Russo. I hope everyone is doing well. Please follow my Instagram at Russo Lifts, just in case something happens to this YouTube channel. You can follow, message, and you can watch my daily story content on Instagram. I'll see you there. What is up everyone, it's Russo. I hope everyone is doing well. Today's ASMR sip is some cold brew. Comment down below if you want me to keep the ASMR sip or leave it out. I had a poll on my Instagram at Russo Lifts, and out of 1,000 people, it was like 51-49. So comment below if the sip wants to stay or not. But today I'm going to be talking about my personal experiences smoking weed with SARMs and steroids and the impact my highs have had with certain compounds, specifically RAD140 and Tren. So the real cool thing about Tren and RAD140 is they're both known to easily pass through the blood-brain barrier. They're interacting with the AR in the brain, and I do notice a distinct difference when I smoke weed on either Tren or RAD. So let's get into it. So the only time I've ever had a panic attack on weed, and I've smoked tons of weed, and I've almost greened out a couple times before on weed, but like even when I'm greening out, I'm not panicking, right? But I was on Tren in Washington, right? So I went from East Coast weed, which really isn't that good, to West Coast weed, which is way stronger. And I was on Tren doing that recomp. I'll have Andrew throw up one of the Tren IGF videos if you want to see how I was looking during that time. But yeah, essentially I got the strongest indica, because you can just buy it over the counter over there real easy. I got the strongest indica in the store and was chiefing it on a bunch of Tren, and horrible high. Panic attack. I had never had a panic attack ever, and then ever since I smoked after that, I started wondering if it was the Tren, because every time I would just get a little bit high, right? I was going for broke the day I had the panic attack chiefing. But after that I was very cautious, and my highs were never good. Like I wasn't relaxed when I got high. I was like anxious and antsy, and I was like wondering if it was a Tren, and when I quit the Tren, night and day I'm like relaxed again. So essentially what I'm saying is, now that I'm going on to Tren during this prep, I'm going to have to quit weed because I cannot do that again. The other weird thing with RAD140 is it's shown to be neuroprotective. I'll have Andrew throw the study up. And I do notice that it takes a lot more freaking weed to get me high on RAD140, and that I'm very much less impacted even by the strongest strains of indica, right? I'm using indica for an example because the way I react to sativa is it's like Adderall to me, but I use indica to slow my brain down, right? So I can go stupid at night for like 2-3 hours and relax because I'm in the entrepreneurial mindset of working 24/7. I use the indica to hit the speed bump, and then, you know, I relax and chill out. With the RAD140, I notice like I'm tolerating an insane amount of weed. I'm not really getting quote unquote high. Like mentally I'm still there, as if the weed is having little to no impact on me. So the Tren obviously is messing around with my head, creating a whole different neurochemistry and obviously changing my personality and everything. But when you add the THC in there, it's just like panic, anxiousness, makes me want to completely quit weed. And on this prep, since I'm going into a Tren cycle during the summer, I'm gonna have to walk away from weed for a while, which is gonna be tough, and I've been weaning myself off to only the weekends currently. And with RAD140, the neuroprotectiveness of it, it feels like I don't really get that high. It's very strange. And like I'll sit there and chief the indica for an hour, and my girl will be like, "You're smacking the pen, like chill out." And I'll be like, "Have a conversation with me." And like we'll go back and forth and it'll be completely normal. And if I do it off RAD140, you know, I'm falling asleep on the couch, I'm laughing at everything, I'm completely delirious. Not on RAD140. So I'm wondering if I just noticed this, and these are the two specific compounds, and I use a SARM and a steroid as an example. Now, when I'm on testosterone, I get high normally. You know, if I'm on Anavar, I get high normally. If I'm on Austrian, I get high normally. I'm quoting the RAD140 because I can scientifically point to the neuroprotective study, which Andrew will throw up, and I'm pointing at Tren because it's obviously, it passes through the blood-brain barrier, is neurotoxic, is changing your mind state, deteriorating your brain faster. And when we add this THC in there, I get two different effects to a point where RAD140 renders, you know, the weed not useless, but like I don't feel it that much.
And then Tren makes it like I don't want to smoke at all. Like it just like is an anxiety attack when, you know, the weed is supposed to be for the exact opposite reason to help me chill out, and it does the complete opposite with Tren and weed. So tell me if I'm crazy. You know, I don't think I am, because I've done this multiple times, and like I said, the only ever panic attack on weed I had was when I was blasting Tren and did the strongest West Coast indica I've ever done. And yeah, so let me know, comment down below, and I will see you guys in my next video.